Have you possibly seen this message? Well, our roleplay game is gonna release in just 10 days. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about our upcoming roleplay game. Our upcoming roleplay game is called Roseville County and will for the first time ever release. You might have seen some actual photos of the game, such as these ones right here, and to be honest, the game is looking better than ever. The developers of the game has been working for months now, and the game is coming out hot. They deserve all the love, and they definitely deserve to see some players on the game once it releases. In the game, you can find a fire department, police department, and a few other teams. You can do plenty of fun roleplays in the game and meet new people. Everything is made to be as realistic as possible, but the game is actually not based off anything. It's basically just a fictional roleplay game. The developers have also tried making the cars look as realistic as possible, even with the blinkers being nice. By looking at this video, you can see that they have put a lot of time into just making the lights look good. And the person that made the lights named it Epic Lights. I think it might have been Swain who made this, and he is kind of the owner of the game, you can say. In the game, there is quite a selection of civilian vehicles, police vehicles, and fire vehicles. Obviously, that also includes EMS vehicles. The developers have tried to avoid using free models, and that's why the game is looking so good right now. There are a few rules to the game though. Number 1, new life rule. Don't go back to a scene 5 minutes after death. Number 2, RDM. Don't randomly kill people without reason. Number 3, fail RP. Don't do unrealistic things, try to get it realistic. Number 4, tool abuse. Don't abuse tools given to you. Number 5, LTAA. Don't leave to avoid any punishments. Number 6, RDM. Don't randomly drive into civilians/vehicles. If you agree to these rules, you can actually get kicked if you violate any of them. You can also find additional information in the game under the information tab. Once the game actually releases, I would like to see that you guys actually split up in between these jobs. Don't get everybody on the same teams. Try to split them up. A few people on the fire department, a few on the police teams, and obviously a few on the EMS team. That would be perfect in order to have fun roleplays. We would also like to see some actual realistic roleplays in the game. Try to keep everything as realistic as possible. Don't do anything that breaks any rules, and just try to have fun at the same time. There's also a few civilian jobs you can choose in between, such as gas station employee, food market employee, Uber driver, bank clerk, and auto shop employee. And do not forget, to all my fellow people out there, that you can also become a delivery man by picking up packages from the post office and delivering them to homes around the map. To be honest, I'm gonna be on that team a lot, I believe. But once again, try to split everything up as much as possible. You can tell by this photo that the environment, buildings, cars, and everything are made in high detail. Everything is made to be as perfect as possible and as enjoyable as possible. I have played the game myself and it doesn't lag at all. At least not on my PC, but we're not sure it could lag on yours. We haven't had too much testing going on yet, so we know for a fact that on maybe some lower end PCs, this could actually end up lagging a little bit. There's also a cat in the game, so that's really interesting for the police team, meaning that you can check on calls and all that kind of stuff. The purpose of Roseville County is not really to become famous or to become the next biggest roleplay game on Roblox. No, Roseville County is made simply just for good role players out there that want to have some fun. And for all of the people that like realistic roleplays, then Roseville is the game for you. The administration team will be on the game as often as they are available, and they will try to keep everything realistic. You might have to expect a few bugs in the game, and that's completely normal for a new game being released on Roblox. Bugs aren't new at all, they happen all the time. Even in some of the most famous games on this platform, you can still find bugs. And please try to remember to leave some feedback on those bugs by just heading into the Discord server and heading to dev feedback. If there is something urgent you have to talk about, then make sure to create a ticket. That's where you're gonna get the fastest help possible. If you want to become a Roseville content creator, you can actually become that by just applying. The amount of subscribers you need in order to get the role is not really up to me to choose, but it's not that high at all. There are people with less than 500 subscribers making content on the game, so make sure that you pick a spot before it's too late. Roseville has actually come a really far way. It started off with this like boring kind of game that looked like this, and this was completely remade. We remade the entire map from this to something completely amazing. It did look really bad before, but now I can assure you that you're gonna enjoy playing the game. I've tried the game myself and it feels so good. Yes, driving around the map, you know, as a civilian, cop, firefighter, anything you can possibly imagine feels so amazing in the game. And with all the players being inside playing the game, you're gonna have so much fun. Earlier in this video, I said that we make everything as realistic and good as possible in the game, and that also includes the gun system. We spent over 6,000 Robux on the gun system. It is indeed worth it though. However, I would like to see some support, because I spent 6,000 Robux out of my group funds on buying it. So please, share some love by liking this video. For poor me. Well, I'm just hoping that this game is gonna end up being the best actual roleplay game on Roblox. And this comes with not only the quality of the game, but actually how everything works out in the game. How people are playing the game, how people are doing things, not just running around killing everybody they see. Just being able to have a fully working roleplay game without failure peers, without a bunch of low quality modals. We want to have the best out of the best. However, we aren't really looking for a lot of people to buy game passes and stuff. Like, obviously it's gonna help us out, that's for sure, but we aren't trying to make people buy things they cannot afford themselves. Just think to yourself, do you really have the money to buy this? Do you really want to get this before doing anything like that? Because we do not offer refunds for anything you buy. Keep that in mind. Sometimes there are exceptions, but those times are very not often. Alright, you're gonna have to have a really good reason for it. But honestly speaking, I really want this to be the best roleplay game on Roblox. One, it is owned by a roleplay YouTuber and a roleplayer, meaning that we want to have the best roleplays out there. And obviously I'm gonna be on the game roleplaying as well, making videos and all that kind of stuff. So you might have a chance to meet me in game if you are in there playing a lot. I would love to meet some fans in there. However, please, if I'm in a roleplay, please don't come up to me asking for screenshots. Do that after the roleplay, because sometimes that is a bit irritating, I would say. But you shouldn't give all the love to me. You should definitely give the love to all the developers of the game and Swain himself, basically the owner of the game, as I said earlier. He kinda came up with the project, and here we are with an almost completely finished game ready to be published. There are plenty of more things to come in the game. This is not all of it. However, this is all for now, but there are some things in the game as well which is not shown in here, so you're gonna have to look forward to it. But yeah, that's basically all I had for this video. If you found it interesting, then remember to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, have an awesome day. See you in the next vid. Hope to see you in game.